What is up? It is Matrix Lynched here with,
Affy.
and we're back with episode 2 of Anime Talk. And before we get to the topic, I want to apologize that we haven't been posting. It's just that we've been stuck with a lot of schoolwork basically, and Carmine being in college work is not nothing to play around with. So,
Oh, tell me about it. It's not even a joke.
so without further ado, the topic we're gonna be talking about is dub versus sub. And if you don't know what those are, dub is basically a translation from the Japanese voice in anime to whatever language, for example, English, Spanish, French, whatever. And sub is subtitles, and that could be translation from. Well, the voice will stay the same, so it'll stay in Japanese, but the subtitles would be in English, Spanish, so on and so forth. Well, personally, I prefer sub in majority of the cases. Only time I listen to dub is when I'm doing something and I need, I want to hear some background noise and I need to catch up on an anime. I'll watch it in dub just to fill in that background noise. Sub is majority of the time because I like to watch an anime and see what's going on. And when you hear things in sub, it actually gives you more of an understanding. But there is the drawbacks. But before we get to that, Carmine, what do you prefer?
All honesty, it depends how the voice acting really is, because I go by the voice actors or how the acting is. For example, like the original Helsing, if you hear Alucard's voice, it sounds like he's more of a little kid. Like, it's not like as you picture him as. But meanwhile, in the English one, you hear him as like this heavy voice. And it's not because because sometimes they use a female. I've
Yeah,
realized they use
yeah.
females as a male voice, which confuses me. Who's like, what's
I
actors
mean, you
about?
can really tell a difference because, for example, like in Naruto, I think they still did this in Shippuden. The Japanese voice actor was a female, and they kept it like that. I mean, there's some really good voice actors in the Japanese community. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I'm not saying there's something bad, but I'm just saying like I never knew that that's how they did, which impresses me. How their actors really are.
Yeah.
But when it's dubbed, it's like you have that English voice. When I hear it, I'm like, okay, like you, when I'm playing a game or doing something, I want to hear it in my native tongue, so I could get a better understanding of it sometimes, or seeing the bigger picture of it.
Yeah. I'm not saying sub is the best thing in the world, but there is their fair share of downsides, like translators. Unless it's a big budget company like Funimation or Netflix or Hulu, if you're getting it illegally, which we've all done it before, but I'm not condoning it, most of the time there's gonna be a translation error. No matter how good a translator you are, you're probably gonna at least make one error within your lifetime of translating. And sometimes it can be minor, or sometimes it can be major. It can affect how you see the whole storyline. But other than that, sub is the way to go, in my opinion. Unless you, of course, are Carmine, who likes his dub as well.
I'm thinking of moving to sub because I feel that when you translate from sub to dub, I feel that they cut some things out of the anime itself.
Yeah, like important information is left out.
It's not even just the information, it's more or less the story and the emotions to the.
Character, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're translating like from Japanese to English, the translation will come out longer. So they either have to like change words, cut out some things so that it'll fit within the dialogue so it doesn't make it look weird, because when you are translating to a different language, you're not changing the animation at all. So whatever words you get is going to have to match the mouth movement of that character as well. They do it a lot with Naruto, because when I was growing up, I never watched Naruto in sub. I always watched it in dub because it came out in America. I don't remember, like early 2000s it came out in America. And then when I got older and started learning about all these websites where I can watch in Japanese, I'm like, oh wow, that's really different.
And even what, like you said, like what is it? I was rewatching Naruto not too long ago since I subscribed to Crunchyroll for a bit, and he said, I realized there were some things they said that I didn't recognize or remembered since when I first watched it as well. I was like, what, in middle school at the time? I was like, '06, I want to say.
Yeah. So basically that's it for the video. We are even between sub and dub, leaning more towards sub. Yeah, because of the fact that sub we do run the risk of getting translation errors, but we do learn a lot more than if we were to just watch dubbed everything. Tell us what you guys think about that. Do you guys prefer sub? Do you guys prefer dub? Tell us in the comment section below. Comment, rate, and subscribe. And I think the next episode of Anime Talk should be coming out very soon. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.